What's up everyone, my name is Max and today we'll be looking at the 75182, the Republic fighter tank. Honestly, I had no idea about what set I could write a review, and then I looked on Instagram this morning and I saw the leak of the new Republic fighter tank coming out in about a month or so and thought, hey, that's perfect for me. Today I won't just be judging the set but also giving you my thoughts on whether or not this set is still worth buying when another one is basically just around the corner. And if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. But before we start very quickly, I just want to ask you to excuse my poor English. I'm no native speaker, so please just keep that in mind. But now let's jump into this review with this set's basic information. It released in 2017 under the Rogue One box art line and had a retail price of $25 US, £20 or 30 euros depending on where you live. Adjusted by inflation, $25 US in 2017 is now about $30 US. It came with a total piece count of 305 and included 4 minifigures, with 2 of them still being exclusive to the set. The designer of this one was Hans-Burkhard Schlömer, who also did sets like the UCS Millennium Falcon or the UCS Republic gunship, and although he doesn't have the best reputation among fans after the 2021 gunship designer video, he knows how to make good Star Wars sets. But now, with all of that out the way, let's go into further detail, starting with the minifigures of this set. Our first figure for today is Aayla Secura. This is actually one of the only 2 Aayla Secura minifigures we ever got. The other one was in the Clone Wars style from the 2010 Clone Turbo Tank. Anyways, I preferred this one to the 2010 version just because of the normal eyes instead of those oversized Clone Wars eyes, although I don't really mind them otherwise, as well as the added detail we have on this one. But talking about the added detail, you can instantly see some of it on the legs as well as on the hip. She also has this bra thing here. I don't know what it's called. I don't talk to women. You can see that there's even more detail on this thing here as well as on the back. I hope the camera picks all of that up. The Lego also have some printing on them to make it look like you're having those straps on there. Oh, Jesus Christ, I almost just said strap-ons. Overall, this is a great figure, the best Aayla Secura figure we have to this day, and the only one based off of the live action version. And she also goes for about as much now as the set originally cost, so you definitely got your money's worth. And now we have the Clone Gunner. This is the only Phase 2 Clone Gunner we've ever gotten, and it's also in the old clone style, so maybe time for a new one. Anyway, the legs have some nice printing. On the chest we have that extra belt piece printed straight over the chest that continues on the back as well. And under the beautifully printed helmet, by the way, we have the classic all-known angry clone face.
I can't see them. Where'd they go? Whoa.
And our last figure / last 2 figures are just plain battle droids. I don't know what to tell you about these guys. I mean, they're great, I like them, but that's all I can really say about them. So now, let's move on to the actual build. And here we have it. As you can see, it's quite a substantial bit smaller than the 2008 and even the 2022 version. This is not because they just decided to downsize. This version is based off another version of the TX-130 Saber class fighter tank. So just comparing this one to the others is already quite hard. The other ones are based off the Legends version of the fighter tank. This one is based off the canon version, which you can mainly find in the Battlefront video game. Great game, by the way. But let's talk about the actual build, because I've been stalling for way too long now. On the front here we have some sticker detail on the tip, which aged terribly on my one here. Actually, all the stickers on my version here are pretty fucked, as you can see with these Republic logos right here. Next to the cockpit we have these 2 huge turrets. They're mounted on these Technic wheel pieces that let them rotate a little more than 180 degrees. And you also have stud shooters on the sides. I don't think I have to explain those, everyone knows how they work. Under the turrets we have some more sticker detail, and on the back we have this little compartment for some extra ammunition, as well as these 2 antennas here. On the inside we actually have a very detailed cockpit, some printed detail, as well as just a very accurate color scheme, although you'll hardly ever look in here. One thing that does bother me though is that when you close the hatch of this thing, you still have these holes in here, which obviously just look terrible. Here the new one did a way better job, I think. And just before we wrap up the review, I wanted to show you the underside of the tank. Nothing really special except for these wheels, which basically just allow you to roll this thing around without damaging the underside of the whole thing. So what do I think about this set? I really like it. I think it's a great set, even a great display set. The figures are really cool. 2 of the figures are still exclusive to the set, so you're definitely getting your money's worth. But would I recommend buying the set now? There's obviously a new one coming out in about half a month or whenever the hell this video is going up. Now, the new one will set you back about $40, which isn't as much as $100 the price this one currently goes for on the aftermarket. Now, I mentioned before, these two are very hard to compare just because they're based off different models, but if you want a Canon accurate version, which also just looks way better than the new one, get this. The new one looks bad, but has a way better minifix, so I'm honestly split on this one. That's why my current rating for this set will be an 8 out of 10 with no recommendation at all, since it really depends on the consumer. And we're done. My third review is over. If you enjoyed this and want to see more of me, I have an Insta account where I post from time to time, as well as a shorts channel on which I post every other day, so you can go and check those out. And here on the end screen you also have 2 more reviews you can watch, and hopefully the next video won't be a review, but who knows. And with that, see ya.